All right. Looks like we're working. All right, guys, welcome. As you come on, do me a favor, chat in there. Let me know who you are, where you're watching from. Good. All right. Looks good. Looks like we're streaming live here too. Awesome. Okay. Good deal. So I'm going to close this down. We're going to get started here in just a second. Enjoy a little music. Can you guys hear the music? I've been listening to some good jams lately. All right. Here we go. All right. So what's up, everybody? Great to be here. I'm excited to be here with you. And yeah, I need to get that mullet kicking again. If you guys haven't seen that picture, I'll have to show that to you sometime. Got me my mullet. Gotta love that. And so anyway, we're going to get started here. I want to respect your guys' time. Super excited to have you all on as you hop on. And we've got some exciting things tonight for sure. Very, very exciting. This is something I've been wanting to do for a while, and I've got a very, very big announcement that I'm making at the end. Okay. Very big. Something I've never done before in this type of a format. And I am pumped about it. I'm really excited about it. We're going to be talking about blogging tonight. One of the things that has been the biggest driver for me in my business is my blog. It's been one of the biggest revenue generators for me. And my goal is to share that with you here tonight and talk about it and kind of lay out a little bit of a vision for you of what you can do and how you can employ this six-figure influencer method is what I call it. And I'm going to lay out for you, going to show you some examples of people that are using this to create influence in the marketplace. And my goal is to show you that and give you all the tools that you need in order to be that as well. So can you guys hear me okay? Everybody, you hear me good? Give me a yes in the chat there. Just want to make sure. All right, Darlene, if you don't hear me, double check your speakers there. Make sure you got your speakers on. Make sure those are going. So, okay, good. So the majority of you can hear me. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead. We're going to dive in again. Make sure you stick around. I got a huge announcement, something I'm going to share with you, and it's going to be exciting stuff. So let's get into it. Give me one sec here. And we are going to get rocking here. Let me get set up. All right. Okay. Can you guys see my screen okay? Let me see here. Put this here and go there. All right. Yeah. Okay, cool. So you guys can see my screen. Awesome. Okay. All right. Well, welcome everybody. Super excited to have you here. I am going to turn off my video as well. And we are here for the six-figure influencer method. I want to dive right in because I want to respect your time. But what we are going to cover is basically how to turn your blog into a traffic, list building, and sales machine following a simple and proven method, even if you're brand new. Now, this is something that I have followed. I have done this since 2008. I have had a blog since 2008. So we're pushing here literally 13 years. I've been blogging. I've been creating content on a regular basis. I create a blog post and a video every single week. I put it out on my blog, and every time I do it, it drives sales and it drives signups in my business. And it has been one of those things that has been insanely consistent throughout the entire time that I've been marketing online for 12 years. And this is something that I've gone into before, but what I've learned over the last probably 3 or 4 years in terms of how to make this really, really, take it up a notch is something I'm going to be sharing with you here tonight. So let's dive in. Let's get rocking to it. But here's a few questions for you, and I want you to ponder these. How would it feel waking up to 5 to 10 commission emails daily for sales you made while you were sleeping? I just want you to get a mind picture for that, and I want you to understand that it's possible. What would it do for your family life if you had traffic, leads, and sales coming into your business even while you were sleeping? Traffic and leads continuing to come in. You know, one of the things that I love about my business is that I generate leads every single day, whether I run an ad or not. And that is the beauty of what we do and what I'm going to show you here tonight. How much free time would you have if you had leads coming into your business on autopilot while you were at the golf course or out enjoying a nice dinner with your spouse? You know, I just want you to ponder that and really think about it, because it's possible. These are things that I've experienced on so many levels, and I want you to experience that as well. So here's what we're going to cover: the simple branding effect that will set you apart from all other marketers online. As a matter of fact, it will make you almost impossible to ignore. And the secret the top earners are keeping from you, it's literally right in front of you. And this is what's crazy about it. A lot of people don't teach, especially in the home business space, what I'm going to share with you tonight. They just don't teach it. And I made a pact to myself 2 years ago at an event that I went to in Nashville. I went to an event, and I made a pact with my VIPs. And I said, I'm tired of holding back. And that's what I've done over the last 2 years. I've really endeavored to really share the things that help me have a successful business online. So these are the things that the top earners are keeping from you because they don't teach it, that allows them to rake in sales and signups 24/7. In fact, they're doing the exact thing that they tell a lot of people not to do. All right. And I'm going to share with you the 4 biggest myths about blogging that are keeping most people from getting more leads and sales. And a big secret many of the top marketers online never reveal that allows them to pump out content every week and even daily with total ease. And I'm going to share some of those with you. Now, a little bit about me. I'm going to move through this quick. Some of you may not know me. Some of you, probably do, but I've generated over 150,000 leads online. I've literally made millions in commissions over the years. I'm a multiple 6-figure earner online. Blah, blah, blah. That's me. Award-winning marketer. I've won many awards. I've been invited to speak on some of the biggest stages, and it's been a great privilege. At one point in my business, back in 2012, I had $7 in my account. I really went hardcore for 90 days, and 90 days later, I had my first 5-figure month. And so I'm a testament to what happens if you decide in your business to take action. And that's what I did. I'm a cancer survivor. I had cancer back in 2003. I went through extensive chemotherapy and all that. Great character building thing in my life. I'm also a U.S. Navy vet, and I married the woman of my dreams. I love my wife, and we have an amazing daughter together. She's 15, and she's such a sweetheart, but she's my little girl, and I'm protective of her for sure. But that's basically about me. I'm not going to share with you a lot. Most of you know who I am, but just in case. So here's the question. I want you to answer this in the chat for me, okay? Have you ever wished someone would just tell you what the big marketers online are doing? Do me a favor and put that in the chat and answer that for me, because I'm going to tell you right now, I have literally talked to top marketers online. Literally, I've gotten coaching with some of these guys. Okay. And I'm super grateful that I have. And I've had people say, save your best stuff for yourself. I'm not joking you. Save that for yourself. Don't share that. And I'm like, in my mind, I'm thinking, screw that, man. Like, I'm tired of that. Like, when I first got started, I kept asking myself this question. I wish somebody would just tell me what they're doing. I wish they would just kind of, give me that idea of what they're doing. And I tell you, I mean, it has been really, every time somebody's told me that, I'm like, no way, I'm not going to do that. Like, especially in the last 2 years, I've just been like, no way, I'm letting it all out, because these are the things that I do on a daily basis. I'm not going to go out there and teach these wishy-washy things like go and spend 6 hours a day in Facebook Messenger prospecting people over and over and over so I can be stuck to my phone all day. No, thank you. Like, I want to learn some real marketing. And that's what I thought back in the day. And that's why I know people struggle with that today. And that's why I'm committed to sharing with you what I do so that you can do it as well. So have you ever wondered why top marketers online seem to make sales so easily while others struggle constantly? Answer that. What do you think? Have you ever wondered that? Have you ever thought to yourself, wow, it's so easy for them? You know, they have all this influence, they have a list, they have this, and why can't I do that? Well, here's the thing, and I'm going to tell you this. Every top marketer online started from the very bottom, okay? I started back in 2008 marketing online, and I had no list, no influence, I had nothing. Fast forward 12, 13 years later to right now, I've generated over 150,000 leads. I've literally made millions in commissions in my own products and affiliate products and things like that over the years. And I'm telling you, everybody starts at some point, but there are certain fundamentals that for whatever reason, people don't really teach anymore. And it's because I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of people want you to just go out and get that first sale, which I understand the logic behind it, but I also understand that people literally waste hours upon hours of their day on social media. I don't know about you, but I am over with that. Social media, quite frankly, is a toxic place. I love it, but I also hate it. Okay. I have a love-hate relationship with it, and I don't want to do that. I want to market. I want to learn how to market, and I want to teach that to you. And that's what my goal has been for the last 2 years, really, is coming at this full bore. So the answer to this previous question as to why the top marketers online seem to make sales so easily while others struggle. And the answer is astonishingly simple, yet so many miss it and so many don't know what it is. And the answer lies within this very, very concept. It's called the power of the pre-sell. Okay, I want you to write that down. It's called the power of the pre-sell. And here's what the pre-sell is. It's a pre-sell is to precondition someone as a customer or a subsequent purchase, or create advanced demand for something such as a product, especially through marketing strategies. So the goal of it is, this is the textbook definition from Webster's of what pre-selling does. And basically what it is, it's to precondition someone. In other words, you begin to move their mind toward buying something. Okay, let me give you an example. I'm going to throw these in a little bit. So the question is, how do you pre-sell? Well, you basically educate through content, with content. Okay, now let me give you some examples here of how you might start to see pre-selling. Okay, when you go out there and you see people start to talk about a specific topic. Okay, so for instance, when I go out there and I start to talk about it and I know that I'm going to do some type of promotion, I start to create content around that topic. Okay, I'll give you an example. A couple of years ago, I competed in an affiliate contest with it was for a contest. Ray Higdon was launching a product, and his whole product was about creating authority online. So I started creating blog posts and videos all about how to create authority online. In other words, how to become an authority within your niche. And it included creating content. It included blogging. It included videos. And the whole goal was about creating authority. So I created blog posts and videos for a good week or two prior to that launch happening. And it began to condition my audience to start to get ready for something that they could be, eventually purchase. This was pre-selling. So here's what I'm doing is I'm sharing with you some of the things that some people would go, oh no, don't share that with them. Don't share that because you don't want them to know. Oh no, I do want you to know. I want you to know what top earners do, what top marketers do. They educate with content and they lead people to the offer through the content. Now, the content is valuable, the content is usable, but the content is always leading somewhere. And it's always meant to basically soften the pitch, okay? Every business owner needs this one thing in every aspect of their business, and it's called leverage. And content provides leverage, you see? Content is something that everybody wants. Now, one of the biggest things that I, constantly am pushing with my students and with so many people out there is that you need to create content. I have one of my coaching clients. I just literally got a message from him today. And we've been coaching for a couple months now, several months now. And about 2 weeks ago, I told him, I said, you got to get on the content bandwagon. You need to start creating content. And because if you're not doing it, you're missing the boat. You're literally missing the boat. And so he starts creating content every day just to get things going. And I just got a message from him today. It says, I've been creating content and I'm seeing everything go up. I'm seeing my leads go up. I'm seeing my sales go up. And he just wrote me right after they got, bang, I just got another sale. And this is why he's writing it, because he's creating the content. Now, I specifically tonight want to talk about blog content. Now, here's an article by HubSpot. Okay. And this is some really cool stuff that I read in here, but it's 31 business blogging stats you need to know in 2021. And this is the one that really stuck out to me. Said blogging is such a scalable and affordable approach that it's the third most common content marketing strategy for businesses. Now, what do you think number one is? What do you think number one is? You guys put it in the chat. Email? Nope. Come on, give me some ideas. There's a bunch of you on here. Okay, Eric says video. Denise says video. Live video. YouTube, video. Texting, video. Okay, so for all of you that are saying video, yes, video is the number one content strategy. But if you do it the blogging the way I show you, you include video in it as well. But there's a reason for that. But check this out. Blogging is such a scalable and affordable approach that it's the third most common content marketing strategy for business. And marketers that prioritize blogging see 13 times the ROI of businesses that don't. I want you to stew on that just for a few moments. Marketers that prioritize blogging see 13 times the ROI. Now, how would you like to 13 times your ROI? Now, HubSpot is an incredibly authoritative website. Okay. They have been around a while, so I trust the information that they put out, and they link to a lot of studies that have been done. So this is not just me blowing smoke. Blogging 13 times the ROI, incredible. So here's some more recent blogging stats. Companies with blogs produce an average of 67% more leads monthly than companies that don't blog. This is by Demand Metric. Blogging is the third most common content marketing strategy after video and ebooks. Businesses that blog get 55% more website visitors than businesses that don't. Marketers who prioritize blogging receive 13 times more ROI than companies that did not, which I just shared with you. And 80% of internet users interact with both social media sites and blogs. Think about that for a second. When you go to Google, okay, when you go to Google and you type in a keyword, what happens is you bring up a whole bunch of results. And the majority of those results that you're going to see in the search results are going to be on what are called WordPress blogs. WordPress blogs are literally the most used blogging platform on the entire internet. It makes up a large majority of the internet. And what makes blogs so unique and so great is that they're actually so easy to use, because you don't need to know any programming knowledge. You don't need to know how to put a website together. All of it is done for you. It's a software on the back end. And basically it's very easy to use for you to go in, add content, and then it's very easy to put your content out there. So it's an amazing platform. And the majority of the websites that you see in search results are on WordPress blogs. So here's what I want to do. I want to give you some top marketer examples. Okay. So one of the things that when I made the pact with myself that I was going to share everything I know about what I do on a daily basis, it's because I've invested in myself in a huge way. And I've learned these things over time. Okay. And what happens is that when you look out upon the landscape, okay, one of the things that I'm real big on is I don't necessarily do what top marketers tell me to do. Okay. I go deeper than that. I do what top marketers do. You understand? There's a difference. Let me know in the chat if that makes sense to you. Do you see the difference there? I don't do what top marketers tell me to do. I do what I see them do. You understand? So that is the principle that I live by. I don't want to, it's like, do what I say, not what I do. No. I'll do what you do. How's that? So it's very clear. It's very clear. So I want you to think about that. So some of you might recognize this guy and his wife, Ray Higdon, great friend of mine, awesome friend of mine. Love what he puts out. This is Ray Higdon's blog. Ray Higdon is he's an awesome blogger. He's been blogging for like 10 years and he puts out blog posts literally every single day. And he's been doing it for 10 years. Do you think after 10 years, Ray Higdon would keep doing blog posts if they didn't work? Do you honestly believe that? In the chat, do you think Ray would keep putting out blog posts every day for 10 years straight if they didn't work? They work, people. That's why he does it. Now, does Ray teach blogging? No, he teaches network marketers how to build on social media. Totally fine. But if that's what you want to do, keep doing that. Let's look at another one. You guys know Todd Falcone. Great guy. Here's his blog. Huge networker. He's out there. He's booming it in his company. But look what he's got. His blog. This is his blog. I get emails from Todd on a regular basis, and he's putting out a blog post or a training or a video. Okay. This is his blog. Here's another one. You guys know these guys? John and Nadia Melton. Helping network marketers and entrepreneurs create a profitable online business around their personal brand and their life. What do you think when you look at this and you look at it and you go, wow, talk about these guys. They look fantastic. You look at the blog and it's like, it's amazing. And it brands them in such a way that you're like, wow, I got to see the content these guys are putting out. Top earners. These guys are millionaires. They're millionaires in their business. What do? Here's another one. Incredible friend of mine, Tanya Eliza. She's another marketer, top marketer, multi-million-dollar earner, great friend of mine. And every single week she pumps out blog content in her business. She's been doing this for years now. I'm talking 10 years she's been pumping out blog posts. Do you think Tanya Eliza would continue to create blog posts every single week for like 10 years straight if they didn't work? What do you think? Yes or no? Do you think she would? Absolutely not. If these weren't profitable, actions, she would not do it. I know Tanya. I talk to her all the time. And I know that she is all about being very strategic in how she does things. And there's a reason why her blog posts produce millions of dollars every single year. Frank Kern. How many of you have heard of Frank Kern? This guy is huge in the online marketing world. He's got a blog. When you go to his blog, this is what you see. Tell me that doesn't brand him right away. You're like, wow, that's a sharp dude. Frank Kern's an amazing marketer, funny guy too. You know, great marketer, super smart, but he's got a blog as well. Let's look at another one. Perry Belcher. How many of you guys have ever heard of Perry Belcher? Yes, no? Anybody? No? Okay. This ought to tell you how long I've been around. No, Perry Belcher. Okay. I'm going to show you a video here in just a moment of Perry Belcher. Okay. And this is a video that totally changed the game for me back in 2008. It's pretty much the sole reason that I started blogging. Perry put out a video, and I'm going to share with you the exact same video that I watched in 2008. It's on YouTube, but I've put it here in my slides, and he's been around for a long time. And in 2008, he created this video that talked about social media and how you use a blog. I'm telling you, when you watch this, it's a little long. It's 10 minutes. And I contemplated putting it in or not, but I thought, man, you're going to get so much value from this video because it's what changed the game for me. So I'm going to play it here in just a moment. Okay. But Perry Belcher, he has an agency. Okay. He has an agency. And do you know what their focus is? Do you know what they help businesses do? They create content on blogs for their customers. They help corporate brands. They go out there and they create massive amounts of content for them on their blogs. I mean, these guys, their starting fee is 10 grand a month, you know, to do what they do for these corporate partners. But why? Why do you think they go out there and they create content? Because they know the benefit of it. They know the long-term effect of it. And they know that putting it on a blog as a central hub online is it's a winning strategy. Okay. So I'm going to show you that video here in just a moment. So hang with me. Here's another one. Okay. Neil Patel. How many of you guys have heard of Neil Patel? Anybody? Okay. Awesome. Neil Patel is awesome. Okay. He is an incredible, incredible marketer. I absolutely love Neil Patel and the content he provides. Okay. This guy pumps out serious content. He is just like Perry Belcher. He has an agency. And what do? They are focused 100% on creating content and using that content to help companies build their brand. That's what they do. What, do you think Neil Patel would spend all this time creating content on his blog? I think I heard him one time recently say on his blog, over the years, he is now up to like 4,000 or 5,000 pieces of content on his blog at neilpatel.com. Yeah. And that's cumulative over the years. You want to know why? He keeps pumping it out because it works. Do you think Neil Patel would keep pumping out content if it didn't work? No. Why do you think top marketers online do it? Because it works. They're not spending all their time on social media, prospecting, you know, trying to get one sale, fighting for that one sale. They're out there creating influence, creating content, and pre-selling their audience. That's what they're doing. It works, people. Neil Patel. All right, I got another one for you. Let's look at a totally different industry here. Look who else has a blog. Oh, Zillow. How many of you guys have heard of Zillow before? How many of you have gone to Zillow to see what the value of your home is? Zillow has a blog. Do you think Zillow would be blogging if it wasn't profitable for them? Do you think Zillow would be blogging if they don't? If they didn't, you know, if it didn't work for them? Of course not. A big corporation like Zillow, there's no why would they do something that doesn't produce a return? Remember some of the stats that I shared with you. There's a huge increase. The number 3 content creation strategy of people online. Yeah, look, Katie Stage is saying Craigslist has a blog. Okay, here's another one. Bet you didn't know this. Pepsi has a blog. Pepsi. Okay, Pepsi has a blog. Now, I don't like Pepsi. I don't like a lot of their, their soda products or pop or whatever you want to call it. I don't drink a lot of that. I prefer water. So if they have water, I drink water. But Pepsi blogs, they it's more like their news area. And guess what? Guess who else has a blog? Good old Walmart. Now, Walmart calls their blog their newsroom. So they share all kinds of things on their blog. Why do you think they share their blog? Why do you think they put this content on their blog? They put it on there to educate their customers. They put it on there to pre-sell their customers. Look at what they have, setting records. Walmart continues moving forward, becoming a totally renewable business. So the big buzzword, big buzz out there is all about renewable energy. So what they're doing is creating content to market and educate people and pre-sell them on, hey, you know what? Walmart's a good company. Walmart's a good place to go shop. And that's what they're doing. It's all pre-selling, people, all of it. It's educating the customer, pre-selling them and conditioning them to actually buy what they have. This is what top earners do online. It's what top marketers do. It's what top corporations do. Why would you not want to do it also? Now, I'm not talking go out there and expect, massive results right at the start. Nobody has that. When I first started my blog, it was just a gradual, continual buildup. And here I am 12, 13 years later, and my blog is one of the number one assets that build my business every single week. So remember that video that I told you about. Now here's the video. I'm going to show it to you. Okay. Now I want you to hang with me. This video is 10 minutes long. Okay. But, and I like I said, I debated whether I wanted to share this with you, but it's so good because when I saw this video back in November of 2008, this video went viral kind of among the marketing community. And everybody was like, oh my gosh, like this video is so amazing because it all started to make sense. Okay. If you're doing any type of social media marketing, you're going to understand what he's saying here. So you should be able to hear the audio. I have it connected where you can hear it through, Zoom here. So if you, for some reason, can't hear it, just let me know and we'll figure it out. Okay. So here we go.
Hey, this is Belcher here, and I got a friend with me right now, and they're trying to understand sort of how all the social networking things work. And the question always comes up, as everybody, because I'm in marketing, and people know I'm in marketing, and marketing is usually about selling stuff and all that. And yeah, I sell all that stuff. But people ask me, what are you doing with all the social networking stuff, and how can I make money with social networking is? How can I make money with social networking? And the answer is, this is how much money I try to make with social networking. None. Social network is not about making money. It's about making friends, okay? Now, everybody's going, oh, that's horse crap, Perry. I know you're trying to make money. Yeah, I always make money, okay? Always. But I make it, in the past, I've used the methods that work. Things are changing. If you don't get that by now, you need to wake up. Everything's changing. Everything's becoming transparent. Everybody's linked together, okay? But the basic sociology doesn't change. It's not complicated, guys. It's just like how we do business in person, okay? If men might understand this more than women do, oh God, I'm gonna scream. But guys are all about, what do you do for a living? Well, I do this. I mean, that's what everybody talks about. So I'm gonna show you this real quick, how I view social networking and how it affects my business, how it affects my life.
Pay attention to what he says here, guys, when he talks about a blog. That's what I want you to get.
This particular friend of mine, this particular friend of mine's in the real estate investing business. Does a great job. He's amazingly talented, super smart guy, and but he's used traditionally older methods to advertise his products. And he's noticed that there's kind of a change in the landscape. And he's like, man, what are you doing? So basically, I want to explain my theory, and here it is, basically in a nutshell. It's not a lot different than the way business is done on the street or in person. Basically, you got Twitter, Facebook, Pounce, MySpace.
No, this is old when he's talking about MySpace.
YouTube. And I'm actually subscribed to about 20 other social networking sites. Now, you know how I view these? I view all these like I'm going to a party, okay? Every time I'm on one of these sites, I'm at a party. If I'm on Twitter talking, I'm at a party. Now, if you go to a party, do you just talk about what you do? Do you just walk up to people and go, "Hi, my name is Perry and I sell stuff. Would you like to buy some stuff from me?" You'd be the biggest asshole at the whole party, right? Nobody wants to hear that crap. You talk about life. You talk about what's going on in your life. You talk about your kids. You talk about your family. And maybe somebody comes up to you and says, "Hey, Perry, I know you're in marketing. Can you help me with this?" And you help them, okay? You help them, or you tell them stories, or you try to entertain them a little bit. Everything you would do at a party, okay? Just get that in your head. This is a great big freaking party. That's all this is. Okay? Now, the second part of how I view social networking, how I use social networking, is my blog.
Here you go. Pay close attention.
And to me, the blog is my house. It's my home. It's where I live. It's where I have most of my thoughts, most of my information, stuff that interests me, stuff that I want to archive, kids' photos, fun stuff I've done with friends, places I've been, things like that. That's my blog, right? What do you have when you walk into somebody's house? What's the first thing you notice when you walk into somebody's house? Pictures. They're everywhere. People have their family photos sitting up all over the house. It's no different. They've got their house decorated with crap they like. I got a friend right now that has all this Southwest cowboy crap over the house. And it's not my thing, but it's their thing. So when you walk in their house, you kind of know, oh, that guy's into cowboy stuff, that guy's into this. You see the pictures on the wall. Like I've got autographed pictures of boxers. I collect autographs, by the way. You can send me some if you like. If you got autographs of very famous people, you can send those to me. I'll accept them as a nice gift and say thank you. Anyway, I collect autographs. I've got all kinds of autographs from guys like Muhammad Ali and Bill Clinton and Groucho Marx and all kinds of people. But they're all over my house, so you kind of get what I like, right? So basically, I'm at these parties, and when I meet cool people, you know what I say? "Hey guys, sometime, why don't you drop by the house and see what I'm all about?" Okay? Inevitably, what happens when you go to somebody's house that you don't know and you're talking to them, you're out by the barbecue grill or whatever, and you don't know them? Most guys anyway. Now girls, ladies, you probably start conversations completely different, and to me, you're speaking Martian, because I wouldn't have a clue how women start conversations with other women. And I'd love to know, but I don't think I'm ever going to figure you guys out if I live to be 1,000 years old, but that's okay. Okay, so guys talk about, what do you do for a living? What do you do? What's your thing, right? So basically, that's where the guys go out here and say, well, I teach people about real estate. That's what I do. I go out and research material. I plan, I exercise plans, and then I put them all together in business models for people in the real estate business. Or, and then sometimes when I'm not doing that, I'm in the internet marketing business, and I sell things online, and sometimes I even teach people how I sell things online. And at the end, you say, in those conversations, if they're going to express an interest or they're not. It might be that you meet people out here on Twitter that come to your blog and find you very interesting, but find what you do extremely boring. They don't care, but they like you as a person, and that's cool. Because eventually, here's what happens. What happens when you meet somebody at a party, and let's say that you're let's say you sell pickup trucks, and you meet somebody at a party, and they come to your home, and they know you sell pickup trucks, but they're never going to buy a pickup truck in 1,000 years, right? They drive convertibles, or they drive minivans, or eco cars, or whatever. So, but what happens is, they meet you, you tell them, well, I sell pickup trucks, and whatever. Eventually, this person's very liable to run across somebody, and they say, man, I need to go buy me a truck today, I've been out looking. And they say, hold on, before you go, I know this really nice guy I met at a party, I went to his house last week, and he told me that he sells pickup trucks and he's got some great deals. You get it? But the difference is, right? This person you meet at a party might know 50 people, 20 people, 10 people they talk to on a daily basis. The people you meet at Twitter and Facebook and Pounce and MySpace and YouTube, they know hundreds of people, thousands of people, tens of thousands of people. So they can get your message out even if the message isn't for them. But don't stick it in their face, okay? Just make friends with people, help people, be kind, be complimentary, be supportive. That's what they're looking for. Invite them to your house, give them plenty of free stuff, you know, give them some dip, you know, give them some chips, give them a burger, you know? That's all content. Okay? It's all content. It's stuff about you. It's not necessarily stuff about your business. Okay? It's just cool stuff. Gary Vaynerchuk's one of my favorite guys in the whole wide world right now. I put his videos up on my blogs as much as I can because I know he inspires people and helps people. I don't do it because I'm ever going to sell anything at Gary's or Gary's ever going to sell anything of mine. Although I did get a nice thank you note from him. It was pretty cool. But that's not gonna happen, chances are, and I don't care. The point is, those videos help a lot of people. Therefore, those people like me more. Therefore, when those people out there decide they're gonna go in the internet marketing business or they know somebody else that's starting a website, they're gonna say, you know, I know this guy on Twitter. I've been by his blog and I got all of this stuff and he's really cool. And I know that he sells internet marketing stuff. Maybe you should check him out. Okay? That's how I view this whole process, and that's how I believe it works. And it's not gonna change. This has worked the same way for 100 years. The very best people in direct sales businesses, insurance agents, real estate agents, attorneys, all socialize. They build their entire businesses from going from party to party to party to party to party, meeting as many people as they can, inviting them to parties at their home, entertaining them, and in turn, their friends become their customers. And the last step is maybe after you tell them what you do, they go, well, you know, I don't really need anything like that right now. You might say, how about this? Why don't I put you on my list for my newsletter? And you'll get it every now and then. It'll kind of keep you abreast of what I'm doing. And maybe sometime I'll do something that you like, or there'll be something I can help you with. Okay? That's the whole flow of the process. Okay, I hope you get it. I'm done. Thanks.
Was that awesome, guys, or what? I mean, seriously, was that worth the 10 minutes? I mean, I don't know about you, but I love watching that again. And here's the thing. That video, I'm telling you, is solely the reason. I remember watching that in 2008 when I got started. I was living in California, and I said, I need to start a blog. I need to start blogging. And that is the beginning of my blogging career. And it is literally the #1 hub that I use to make money online. And here I am all these years later sharing that video. And I'm telling you, Perry is just a brilliant guy. And that video absolutely crushed it for me. And I knew I had to show it to you guys. The social media is the place for the party. And eventually you invite people back to your home. And that's what it's all about. So let's talk about this again. Okay. The branding effect. Okay. The branding effect of a business. Remember, I told you we were going to talk a little bit about that. So I want you to look at what I'm about to show you. And I want you to go ahead in the chat, okay? And I want you to type like the first word that comes to your mind. Just put it in the chat, okay? And tell me what you think, okay? Okay, if you didn't know Ray Higdon, what would you think when you see his blog? Go ahead, type it right away. Just type the first word that comes to your head. Put it in the chat. Lifestyle, family, in love, abundance, happy, family. Awesome. Marketer, happy man, happy, family, success, positive, love therapist. There you go. Professional. Awesome. Great lifestyle, rich, lifestyle, family. Awesome. Yeah. And that's like immediate right away. So I got one more for you and I'm going to show you again. Okay. If you didn't know Frank Kern, what would you think when you see his blog? First thing you see right here. First word pops to your head. Success, options, warm, successful, professor. Somebody said hot. You guys are hilarious. Funny guy, authentic, cool cat. I will tell you, Gregory, you hit it. Frank Kern is one cool cat. He really is. The guy is awesome. Successful, friendly, competent. One guy said drunk. The dude, what's up, Troy? Katie said somebody. Katie. You guys are cracking me up. Someone I'd smoke a doobie with. Katie, you're crazy. Serious. Yes. Awesome. Cheeky, reliable. So true. Yes. Awesome. So that's my point. That is the branding effect. When you have a blog, like when somebody comes there and you have, they come right away. And one of the things that's key with a blog is if you look at Ray's and you look at this one, the most dependable and consistent way to generate wealth is to turn advertising into profit. That right there tells you right away what he's all about. And that is one of the biggest things with a blog is with branding. Someone associates your face with something that they have. If you go to my blog, you'll notice mine says, what does mine say? Mine, I forget what mine says off the top of my head. Providing marketers, online marketers with the latest secrets and strategies to get more leads and sales. When you see my face, I want you to think, hey, that's the guy that helps me get more leads and sales for my business. That's what I want. I want people to think that. And that's why I have it. It's a branding thing because I'm super passionate about marketing. Like I love marketing. I eat, sleep, and breathe this stuff. I love it. So for me, I won't tell him that. That's for sure. But anyway, that's what you think. And that's the branding effect. See that first impression right away. So what I want to share with you is the 4 biggest myths around blogging. And then we're going to go quickly over to my blog. And then I'm going to make a big announcement to you of what we're doing, something I've never done before. And I'm really excited about it. So stick with me here. And, I think you're going to love what we're going to do here. Okay. So the 4 biggest myths about blogging. The first one is blogging is dead. Huge myth. Okay. I remember probably not too long ago, I talked about blogging and I had this other marketer go, dude, blogging's dead. And I was like, you're nuts, man. The only reason you think that is because you don't create blog posts. There is a reason I create blog posts. There's a reason I create content. There's a reason other marketers do, just like we laid out tonight. There's a reason why Ray Higdon puts out a blog post every single day. There's a reason he does, and he's done it for 10 years plus because it works. There's a reason people like Neil Patel put out blog posts all the time, who's got 4,000 to 5,000 blog posts out there, bringing him massive amounts of traffic and leads for his business because it works. Remember what I said. Look at what top marketers do. Don't necessarily do what they say, do what they do. Big difference. So the myth is that blogging is dead, and blogging is stronger today than it was 10 years ago by far. You want to know why? You want to know why it's more powerful? Because people think blogging is dead. That's why. That's why people stopped doing it. When I got started back in 2008 and into 2009, 10, 11, 12-ish, okay, there was a whole bunch of people blogging. But eventually people kind of stopped. You know why? Because people started saying, oh, it's too hard. And, and people aren't doing this and they're not doing it and blah, blah, blah. And you want to know something? All I said was, great, you keep thinking that, and I'm going to keep doing content. And you know what I did? I kept creating blog posts all throughout that. Why did I do that? Because I know it works. When you create a blog post and you generate thousands of dollars in sales because of one blog post, it's kind of hard to get that out of your head. It's kind of hard to remove that and go, oh, maybe I should go this way. And maybe I should just do this because, they say it's dead. And I'm like, there's no way I'm going to stop. Why would I stop? Every time I do a blog post, I make money. Why would I stop? Because some guru put an ad out there that said, blogging's dead. Well, I've seen it all. Webinars are dead. Email marketing is dead. I've seen it all, guys. Everybody says it's dead. Anytime somebody says it's dead, you should really question it. So that's why blogging is stronger today, because everybody thinks it's dead. Using a blog is the prime way to pre-sell your prospects. Prime way. Blogging allows you to empower your buyers and prospects. Okay? Yeah, good one, John. Seriously, John's saying they blogged that it was dead. They put out a blog post saying blogging was dead. But blogging allows you to empower your buyers and prospects. Like when you create valuable content that is pre-selling your offers and you put it out there, what's happening is you're empowering people. Like you're allowing them to make a good buying decision by educating them. You know, I'm telling you right now, like my goal has always been, I don't like hard sales. I've never liked it. I hate it when my arm tries to get twisted and somebody tries to get me to sign on the dotted line. That is the absolute worst. And I know every single one of you on here hates that too. So how do you sell and convince people to buy what you have? Through education. Educate them. Help them feel empowered to go, you know what? Help communicate that to them. Communicate to them and show them the value. That's the way you do it. So blogging is not dead. This is the biggest myth out there, and it drives me bonkers every time that I see it. Educating is the new trust builder. You understand? You want to build trust? Educate. That's how you build trust. That's how you do it. So let's move on to number 2. Myth number 2, blogs are complicated to set up. Huge myth, not true. Most hosting companies literally have one-click install solutions. So if you find a hosting company, and there's several out there, there's several that I recommend, one in particular, but most hosting companies have one-click solutions. In other words, you get a hosting account, and guess what? You go in, and it's like, hey, do you want WordPress on your site? Yes, I do. One click, literally, I guess you type in a little bit of information, you hit that button, and boom, within 15 seconds, it installs WordPress on your hosting account. Boom, there you go. And if you have an issue with it, almost every hosting company, especially the ones I recommend, are really, really good with customer support. They're really good. And, it's not difficult. So the process has been streamlined more than it was 10 years ago. I remember, even 10 years ago, putting a blog together was not as easy as it is today. And things happen streamlined. It's like, funnel builders, things like Optimize Press and ClickFunnels and, Builderall and all these, funnel builders out there. Back in the day, 10 years ago, back in the day when I, trudged through 4 feet of snow uphill to school. But here's the thing, I'm just joking, but here's the thing. You had to actually know HTML and some programming to build a website. They did not have page builders 10 years ago. But as technology evolves, it gets easier and easier because companies figure out and they realize how to streamline it. The same thing is today with blogs. You just don't have somebody really showing you what to do. Okay. Technology has come a long way. Okay. And again, customer support on hosting companies are very, very good. I mean, if you have an issue, you call them up and you say, hey, I'm having a hard time installing my blog. Can you walk through it with me? Hey, I'm having an issue here. Can you walk through it with me? The hosting company I use for my blog and my membership site, boy, I call their service is amazing. I've never waited more than 1 minute on the phone to get someone on. They have helped me through numerous problems. And guess what? They fix it a lot of times. It's fantastic. So, this idea that blogs are complicated it's just a myth. And really, it's just an excuse. That's all it is. It's just an excuse, and it's lame. So it won't work for my business model. This is myth number 3. I don't know if you've gone to Google lately and typed, but it is just not true. I guarantee if you go in there and type how to train my dog to sit, you're going to find a blog of somebody that has talking all about dogs and all about training dogs. And they have all these blog posts all about dogs. Okay. There are blogs on every niche, from making money to plumbing to crafts, to everything. I mean, you name it, you name the niche, there's somebody out there blogging about it. I guarantee it. Why would they blog about it? Because it works. Okay. And it also, all of us have like a creative side to us. Like for me, my wife will tell you, like, I have this creative side to me. Like I'm always thinking, I'm always dreaming, it's because I love that part, you know what I mean? And a blog is a great outlet for you to get creative. It's super cool, but there's blogs in every business model. Think of what you search for in Google and what comes up. Again, go out there and check it. And there's huge corporations, as I've shown, using blogging to inform and empower their customers. And every business model will work with a blog. So I don't care what you do. I don't care if you're in network marketing, direct sales, if you're a lawyer, an insurance agent. I don't care if you sell real estate, it will work. Remember Zillow blogs? Why would Zillow blog? Because it works. So let's talk about myth number 4. And myth number 4 is you have to be a great writer. Boy, is this one completely false, because most top marketers, remember I told you at the beginning I was going to reveal a super secret thing. Okay. I'm going to reveal something to you here that you may not know. And I'm revealing a big secret here on my own blog. Okay. But I'm totally committed to sharing with you guys what works and why it works. Most top marketers today don't even write their own content 80% of the time. How do you like that one, folks? I have someone that writes my blog posts for me. Not all of them. There's a lot of them I do on my own, but I have some people that write blog posts for me. People that know me. They know my content. They know what I do. Now, of course, my videos, I have to, do that. I can't get out of doing the video. But I'm telling you, almost all these top marketers, they don't write their own content. Why? They know content's important, but they're looking for the leverage part of it. So you don't have to be a great writer. Okay. And look, you can outsource article writing on certain topics for pennies on the dollar, literally pennies on the dollar. Okay. Creating videos. Okay. Here's one way to do this. You create a video. You can then have that video transcribed and turn them into a blog post. What I'm telling you, I know people right now that do this. Okay. Some of the people I showed you tonight. Okay. They create a video. They have the video transcribed, and then they turn the transcription into a blog post and embed the very video that they transcribed on the blog post. There you go. It's a blog post, folks. You don't have to be a great writer. With technology today, you can turn on dictation as well on your computer. Okay. And just speak a blog post into existence. I'm not joking. If you want your own voice in there, what you do is you go in there, you kick on the dictation thing, and you just start speaking. I have an Apple computer. Their dictation is awesome. You just start talking, and guess what? It'll type it out for you. You don't even have to type. You just talk. And then you can go back in and edit it and make it nice and neat and do all that. And it's that simple. So you do not have to be a great writer, folks. Huge myth. And there's so many people out there that actually don't even write their own content. Now, I have a whole ton of content on my blog that I do write, but there are plenty of posts that I do not write. But I go out, do the research, hand it off to my writer who knows me very well and who knows. And as a matter of fact, that person is actually on this training right now. So big thing, but this is a way for me to get my voice out there and also leverage my time. So my mentor once told me, in order to have what top earners have, you need to do what top earners do. Remember this saying, it says, in order to have what top earners have, it doesn't say you need to do what top earners say to do. No, I do what top earners do. And that's what I have lived by. That's what my business has been focused on, because it's about doing what they do. That's really what it's all about. So it's very simple. What is the 6-figure influencer method formula, so to speak? The method is very simple. The 6-figure influencer method is a valuable blog post content leading to an offer. And that content buffers the pitch, because nobody likes to be pitched. You understand? That's why when you create something valuable, and at the end of that, you have a call to action or links that lead to something on a blog, guess what happens? People buy stuff. People opt in. People become leads. You end up building your list, and on and on and on. And you know what? That's how it works. And there's a reason I've been blogging since 2008. There's a reason like people like Ray Higdon and Frank Kern and Todd Falcone and Tanya Eliza and Darren Kidd and, all these big marketers out there do it because it works, folks. That's why. So let's go to my blog real quick. I'd like to show you a couple things. I'm going to pull this up, and let me go right here. I've had this already ready for you. And I just want to show you a couple things. So hang with me. In just a minute, we're going to talk about, and I'm going to make this big announcement. Okay. So we're going to spend about 5 minutes here or so. But when you come to my blog, so you see my blog here, what do you think when you see it? I mean, literally, be honest with me. Is that guy ugly? What do you think? I mean, when you come here, I think it screams, hey man, authority, professional, what do you think? Confidence? Come on, give it to me. There you go. Yes. Awesome. All right. Now I love Chinaza. She said I was badass. Now that, I think that's how you say your name. I'm not sure, but sorry if I'm butchering your name. And authoritative leader. Yep. There you go. And I mean, that's really it, and my goal is to do that. I want to provide awesome content for my people. So this is my blog. You come here. This is my main page. All right. And you have my blog. Now let's go to one of my recent blog posts. And I also have quotes and stuff on here from leaders. Let's go to my recent blog post here. And I'm just going to show you real quick, some things that I do. And I'm going to give you a couple tips on a blog if you want to put one together. Okay. And then I'm going to go through and show you what we're going to do here over the next 8 weeks. Okay. Just hang with me. Okay. So look at this blog post. Okay. When I put a blog post together, okay, 3 ways blogging for business can increase your profits. Okay. So what I have here is a blog post that goes on and it hits on 3 major ways that a blog can build your business for you. We have lead generation, which we've talked about tonight. We have branding, which we've talked about tonight. And it's also your central hub online, which we saw when we talked about that video with Perry Belcher. Okay. Now, one of the cool things, I'm going to give you a little tip for those of you that have blogs. I have always tried to put my video somewhere near the top of my blog posts. Now, why do I do that? Okay. Because I saw a study about a year ago, maybe a little longer, 1.5 years, 2 years ago, and it was done by Wistia. Okay. Wistia, if you're not familiar with Wistia, is a video hosting company. And they did a very extensive study, and it was a heat map study. Okay. And this heat map tracked people, like how they interacted with content on a blog or a website. And what they found is that the videos, when they were posted at the top of the post or near the top, they got 96% more views than if they were at the bottom. So that's a little tip for you, for those of you that are blogging already. Put your video more toward the top. Now, I don't always put it at the top, but for the most part, I try to stick it in right where it'll make sense. Right before I get into my main points, that's typically where I put it. So the video is there, okay? And I have multiple options here. If you click that, you can get a little pop-up to go opt into something. And then I lay out the blog post. Now, if you notice, there's lots of cool little underlines and points that are bolded here, okay? And what's interesting is I've got images in here as well. And images are actually really, really good about, for post engagement. Okay. But now check this out. This is an image that I just put in here, and this is showing traffic to my blog, but I specifically showed you Mark Harbert. When people go in and they type in Mark Harbert, guess what happens on Google? My site is the very first one that pops up. So in this case, over the last couple months, 917 people typed in and visited my site just because they typed in my name. That's it. How would you like it when somebody types in your name, that they find your site? I mean, that's really what it's all about, right, folks? So as you can see, that's cool. And then I have some resources that are pertinent to the actual topic on the blog post. Okay. So one other tip I want to give you, if you're doing a blog, and then we're going to move into our big announcement. Okay. And what I'm going to share with you. Okay. So one of the big mistakes that people make, and I did this on a Facebook Live the other day, is they put all kinds of crap on their blog. Okay. All kinds of crap. Okay. And if you go to some blogs, you'll see over here, we call this the sidebar. Okay. And here's what happens. People load up this sidebar with all kinds of stuff: banners, widgets, Facebook boxes, like boxes, all these things. And they load up the whole side of this sidebar. And you know what happens? It slows your website down, number one, but it also is nothing but pure distraction to the people that come to your site. I want to have a blog that's lean and mean, that it serves the purpose. And what happens is when people come here, they basically have 2 to 3 options: read a blog post, watch a video, or opt into something, or click here and subscribe to my YouTube channel, or read another blog post. I don't want them to go, oh, I want them to like my Facebook page. I don't, I look, I love the like. Okay, great. I'd love to have the like, but it's like, why? I'd rather them go in and do something that could potentially make me money down the line, like get on my email list, like when I go and make an offer on my email list. So this is something you got to be very careful about. And I know this from experience because a really good friend of mine a few years back, him and I were getting tons of traffic to our blog because we were ranking some high keywords. And I'm getting about 1,000 hits a day on this one piece of content. He's getting 1,500 pieces a day, and 1,500 hits a day, and I'm getting more leads than him, and he's getting more traffic than me. And so we compared our blogs, and mine was really, I didn't have a lot of stuff on it. His was loaded with crap, like stuff all over it, man. I mean, like blinking lights, and I mean, it was just stuff everywhere. So he spends like the next 2 days cleaning the thing up, getting all kinds of stuff out. And boy, all of a sudden it was like the dam broke and leads were flowing in. He's getting like 100 leads a day on his blog from this one post. And it was just amazing. And it was like that confirmed for me that if you put too many options on a blog, you are going to confuse people. So that's one tip for you guys that are doing blogs and you have a blog already. But for those of you that don't have a blog, stick around with me. We're about to get into this. Okay. So let me ask you guys before we do this, did you get some value from what I've shared with you tonight? Has this been something that's kind of opened your eyes a little bit to see what the top marketers online are doing? And this is just scratching the surface, my friends. This is just scratching the surface. There's so much that goes into this, but it's so powerful when you learn it. And that's really what this is all about. This is why I'm super pumped. Okay. Now, this is an idea that I had a couple years ago to do this, but I'm just now deciding that now's the time because people are ready for it. I believe you're ready for this. Now, what I want to have you do, and go to markharbert.com, okay, /6figure. Okay. Just go there and you're going to come here. And here's what we're doing. We are going to do an 8-week program. Okay. For those of you that want to learn how to blog, okay, markharbert.com /6figures, figure.com, 6-figure, markharbert.com /6figure. And so here's what we're going to do. let me scroll down and show you what we're going to do. You can check this out and read with me. Okay. So here's what's going to happen. We are going to do a workshop and a challenge at the same time. Now, I've never done this. Okay. And here's what we're going to do. So we're going to do 4 weeks of instruction where I'm going to teach you exactly everything that I do. Okay. Everything that I've learned over the last 13 years about how to blog and how to use a blog to generate leads and sales over 4 weeks. Okay. And we're starting next Thursday, a week from today. Okay. May 6th. We're starting May 6th. So for 4 weeks, in week 1, I'm going to teach you what's called the influencer method. We're going to talk about the basics. We're going to talk about putting your blog together, what to do, how to go, how to put it together. I'm going to go into it. It's going to be very in-depth. I'm going to break this all down for you and show you what to do and how to set this up the right way. Week 2, we're going to talk about the systematic traffic method. And this is basically, we're going to go in and I'm going to show you how to put a blog post together to make it most effective. I'm going to show you how to come up with ideas. We're going to lay out a blog post. I'm going to show you exactly what to do, how to do it. We're going to lay all of that out. Week 3, I'm going to show you how to put things on your blog that basically ensure you're going to get opt-ins and sales. Okay, I call this the sales multiplier method. And it's basically the certain things that will lead people down a path to that. And in week 4, we're calling it the Vlogging Supercharger. And this is where you add videos into your posts, but I'm going to show you how to be very strategic about it. And I'm going to go a little bit more. I'm going to go even more in depth about what I just showed you about using a video, where to put it, how to do it. And then once we've done that, I might even add another session in here, to be honest with you, depending upon where we're at and what we cover. If I feel we need to add in another session, we'll do that. I want to make sure you're getting all the info. Okay. And then what's going to happen is once we've done that, now we're going to kick in and do a 21-day challenge. So you're going to have literally 4 or 5 weeks, depending upon if we add another session. And what's going to happen is you are going to be able to go out and actually apply it. So we're going to do all the instruction. And then at the end of that, now we're going to go out and apply it. And for 3 weeks, for 21 days, we're going to meet every week. And I'm going to go through and I'm going to look at your blog posts. I'm going to critique them. I'm going to share with you how to make them better, how to do what you're doing, you know, how to get the most out of it. And then we're going to talk about some promotional things as well and how to take your blog posts and actually promote them and get them seen. Okay. So this is what we're going to do during the 21-day challenge. And I'm stoked, and I'm working on right now a blog post promotion checklist. So once you put that blog post together, now you're going to go out and promote it and get people to see it. Okay. And of course, we're going to have a Facebook mastermind group as well. And here is the official schedule right here. Okay. So again, I am excited about this. You either get it or you don't. Okay. I'm just putting it out there. I don't want to spend a lot of time selling this to you. Because the truth is it either makes sense to you or it doesn't. You know, if it doesn't, that's okay too. I just hope you got some value tonight. But the reality of it is I'm pumped. This is something I wanted to do. I really believe that it's something we all should be doing. And it's something I've been doing. It's what the top earners do online. And I'm excited to share it with you. So if you want to head over, check it out. It's $297, okay, to be a part of this. And or you can do it in 3 payments if you want, of 117 each. All right. So it's very simple. If you want to be a part of it, just go to markharbert.com/6, the number 6 figure. And what you get is 4 weeks of instruction, or 5 potentially. We'll see. 21-day blogging challenge after that. And then every secret I have in my arsenal, I'm going to give it to you. Okay. I shared some things with you tonight that I've never really shared except with some people, but I am all about giving you what you need to succeed in this thing. Because the truth of the matter is that if I can't lay my head down at night, knowing that I am holding something back, it's just not me. I can't do that. Some marketers do that and I hate it. And that's why I'm determined not to do that. But you get the 21-day blogging challenge, every secret I have. And so here's some fast action. So, okay, for the first 20 people that buy tonight will get a 30-minute coaching discovery call with me. Okay. After you purchase, okay, what'll happen is you'll get to the end and you'll see there'll be a form there where you can set a time with me. Okay. And we can get on a call. We're going to do a 30-minute coaching discovery call where we kind of see where we're at. I'm also going to see if I can help you further, more personal. But here's the thing. I'm excited about this. Do you guys have any questions? I mean, I don't want to spend a lot of time about it. Go over there, look at the page, read through it, see what what we're going to do. I've tried to be as detailed as I can on the page. And if you have any questions, let me know. But for the first 20 people that pick it up tonight, I'm going to do the 30-minute coaching call with you, me personally. Okay. So 20 times 30, that's a lot, but I'm determined to help you guys and help you get in there and do this. So markharbert.com, /6figure. Okay. So go check it out. All right. So what I want to do is answer some questions here. So if you have some questions, go ahead and put them in the chat and we'll answer them. So Ralph is asking, what if you already have a blog? Okay. So right now, if you already have a blog, I guarantee a lot of the things that I'm going to share with you during this workshop plus challenge or / challenge, I promise you, there are things that I'm going to share that you do not know about. Okay. There are certain things that you need to do on your blog to really make it a humming machine, so to speak. And I'm going to share with you basically 13 years of knowledge that I've gained using a blog. Now, my blog's been out there for a long time. Believe it or not, I've had my domain, markharbert.com, since 2008. But my first blog was not on markharbert.com. It was actually on a completely different domain. And for those of you that join, okay, I'm going to show you my very first blog. I'm going to pull up some pictures of it, which I can do. Okay. And I'm going to show it to you. It's pretty atrocious. Okay. And, so it's I'm excited about it, but again, you either get it or you don't, I mean, my goal is to really, share this with you guys. I really want to give you the absolute, best that we can, that I can give you. This is something that's been a driver for me, for a long, long time. And, my goal is to share it with you. So, what other questions you got? Is there a different link for your members? Amelia, go and check in the Facebook group and look at the very first post that is pinned to the top. All the information is there for you. Denise, will you share your blog host recommendations? Wink, wink. I will. I'll share those with you in the workshop. I'm going to share that with you. And there's a couple I have, but there's definitely one that I kind of tend to point people to that's a little better. But yeah, so we're absolutely going to share that. Let's see. All right. What else? Any other questions? Well, you guys got quiet all of a sudden. Go over to the page, check it out. It's very simple. markharbert.com /6figure and the 6-figure influencer method. And, it's going to be all about it. And just so you know, for those of you, all of the sessions are going to be recorded. All right. With this. So if you can't make a session, no worries. We're going to record it and it's going to be all there for you. We'll have it loaded in the site. We have all of their videos up and in the members area. So what'll happen is once you purchase, once you sign up, you'll get your login details, your login info. And we have a membership site for those of you that may not know or have never purchased something from me before. Everything will be loaded into the site, all the recordings. We will have those up there usually before we go to bed at night. That's usually, but we guarantee it'll be in there within 24 hours. And again, usually much sooner than that. So if you can't make it, we'll be doing these at 9 o'clock. Unfortunately, some people in the UK, you'll have to catch the replay, but we'll have them up by the time you wake up. So if you're unable to attend, you'll get all the sessions. So, great question. And yeah, Ralph, all the videos will be available. So you'll get access to these recordings for life, guys. So you get access to all of the recordings for life. Okay, we'll do this. We'll put them in there. You'll have access to them. You can go back to them at any time. So Joey, will you do blog audits? Absolutely, 100%. We will be doing blog audits. As a matter of fact, my goal is to do blog audits because I want to actually add those into the course. So I will record the blog audits for you, and I will also put them in the course so that everybody can learn. And we'll do that on some of our live sessions. Is this equally effective for recruiting a team as it is for selling products or services? You know, I mean, I'll be honest with you. In my niche, I teach marketing. So, I mean, again, go back and ask yourself, what do top marketers do? What are top earners doing when it comes to online marketing? You know, so then you have to ask yourself, what do they do? Don't necessarily do what they say, do what they do. And so I can't necessarily answer that question for you. All I know is that what I've been doing for 13 years works. I get sales all the time. If I decided, and I'm not involved in a network marketing company, just so you know, I am more into teaching marketing and training small business owners. That's what I enjoy. It's what I want to do. But I can tell you that if I was to join a network marketing company, and I use my list and my influence, I'd probably sign up 50 to 75 people in one night. Okay. I've done it before. Okay. A couple years back, I joined an opportunity in one night, one training, because of the influence and the content and the things that I've built. In one night, we recruited 50 people into an opportunity. So does it work? It's all about building the influence. That's why it's called the 6-figure influencer method. This is how you create influence. You create influence by educating and having something like this that's an asset for you. And here's one thing I just want to share with you that I didn't necessarily point out, but one of the things that is very important to know is that, check this out on my blog. Okay. I didn't point this out, but look at all my blog posts. Okay. So you look at all these blog posts. So one of the things that you can do is create content. So I've had people that actually ask me questions like, hey, you know, people aren't buying stuff from me. How do I get people to buy more stuff? I can go, oh, well, you know what? I did a blog post on this recently, and go over here to 5 reasons why people will actually buy from you. There you go. So I put a blog post and a video together for you to answer that question. Boom. So you send them the link, and guess what happens? If they come over here, they're going to look at the blog post and go, wow, that's awesome. So if you create content around common questions that people have, and you get out there, and if you're doing that prospecting on social media, which I'm not saying don't do that. I'm saying start to create leverage in your business by creating content. You know, back in 2008, when I started blogging, it wasn't like I saw immediate results, but I can tell you this today, I'm so freaking glad I kept blogging, because it was like, man, I look now and I'm like, all this content I've created, the traffic that comes to my blog and the influence that it's created with my audience. It's like, wow, man, like, I'm so grateful that I have this blog. It's the biggest driver of sales in my business, and it can do the same for you. So you have content, that's something I actually really learned from Ray Higdon, probably 5-6 years ago, that he really created content centered around common questions. And that's how he did. So when people reached out to him and said, hey, I can't do this, he go, oh, I did a blog post on it. Here you go. That'll answer your question. And it was super awesome. So let's see here. Is there anything that's considered taboo for blogs? Not really. I mean, I don't know what you have in mind, but not really. I mean, people go to the internet to search for anything. I mean, if it's taboo, you have to ask yourself what you're willing to talk about. I guarantee whatever you write about, or whatever you blog about, whatever you create content about, you're probably going to have people out there searching for it, and it's going to show up in the search engine. So there's really, you can blog about anything. Okay. Awesome. Congrats to Amelia. Several people coming on board. I love it. This is exciting. Awesome, Darlene. Good to see. Awesome. And let's see. Joey says, but how do we find what they are asking? Oh, do I have a tool for you? And I'm going to share that tool with you in the workshop. And I'm going to actually demo that tool in the workshop. It's very low cost too. And I'm going to show you several ways to find out what people are asking. And so, yeah, we're going to go into that. Okay. I tried putting out questions on social media and I hear nothing but crickets. Well, maybe creating some content. And what's interesting is when you create content, here's the thing. Okay. There are people that have watched me for years. Okay. I have people that have actually reached out to me. And one of the things that people have said, okay, one of the things I've seen people say is they go, Mark, I've been following you for years and I love all your content and all that you put out, but I finally just decided to buy something from you. Because there's people out there, and Joey, you'd be surprised, okay? This isn't going to necessarily be how to get engagement on social media workshop, but I can tell you that creating content is the first part to creating engagement. Okay, it's really the first part to it. So, I'm sure we'll hit it a little bit, but you definitely need to create content. That's what the internet runs on. Think about it. The internet runs on content. Google would have nothing. Google would have nothing to show in its search results if people did not create content. There would be no on search. It runs on content. And if you're not creating it, if you're not putting it out there, you're missing the boat, my friends. You are missing the boat. So we're definitely going to be hitting on a lot of this. That's for sure. Okay, so let's see here. All right, let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, check the Q&A box. Somebody's Q&As. Okay, thank you. Appreciate that, Robin. One last one. Let's see here. Yes, Laura, absolutely. We will have that available. Rob Cook, Mark, I'm sure I missed this question. If you're a member, this is not included. No, this is additional. Go to the members group. Okay. And go to the group, the Facebook group, which you're a part of, and go and look at the pinned post that I have in the group for you. Okay. Mark, Mark is asking this question. Do you do so for your blog to rank high, first page on search without using your name? Not sure I follow that. Do you? Oh, well, if you go and you type in Mark Harbert on Google, my site will be the first one. It should be, at least. I mean, it's been that way for me for a long time. So, let's see here. I'm not sure 100% what you're saying there. Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully, yeah. If I didn't answer your question there, Mark, just retype it or send it over again. Let me see. Darlene says, what if we don't have a niche? Well, that's something that I can certainly help you figure out, and during the workshop, we'll see. That's what I'm saying. I mean, we're probably going to add in some more sessions. Okay. I'm just saying, my goal here is to make sure you have what you need. So we might add in some more. This might go a little longer than 8 weeks, but all I know is that by the end of this thing, you're going to get everything you need to run a successful blog, and you're going to be able to apply it at the same time. Because quite frankly, I don't want to do a workshop and don't give you the opportunity to apply it and see what you're doing and try to help you with it. So that's really what this is all going to be about. So we may add in another session, and we may throw in something during the week, more Q&A stuff where you guys can ask more questions to get in there, and I can help you with that. So absolutely, if you don't have a niche, I can help you figure that out, find out what you're passionate about, what you want to talk about, and we can do it. Chris, will you be teaching how to get ranked? So I'm not going to be teaching a lot of SEO. However, I will tell you that I'm going to teach you a lot of the strategies that will help you increase your opportunities for getting ranked in the search engine. I'm not going to go into a ton of SEO. However, when you put a blog together, okay, I just literally, I went, and what I did was, I actually went through my blog over the last several months, and man, I cleaned it out. Let me tell you, I got rid of all the dead weight on my blog. I've gotten rid of all kinds of stuff, old pages that were no longer relevant, really just cleaning it up to give it the absolute, best opportunity to rank in the search engines. And here's what happened. Okay. I started going through and I sped up my website. So I'm going to teach you how to have a fast website. If you go to my blog, you'll notice that it's pretty fast. Okay. I'm going to share with you a tool that I use that checks all the pages on my blog and ranks them and shows you how fast they are, because having a fast website is one of the biggest factors to being able to rank in Google. They are all about the user experience. So my goal is going to be to help you do that. I'm going to share with you some of those tools, but I'm telling you, the days of, 8-10 years ago to get ranked in the search engines, all you had to do was like spam a whole bunch of backlinks. And I used to do that. I'm just going to be honest with you, because it worked. You used to be able to spam a whole bunch of backlinks. And if you're not sure what a backlink is, don't worry about it. They're still important, but the way you really get ranked today is creating amazing content. And I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay. And it'll give you the best opportunity. Google is really changed over the last, 7-8 years in how they rank stuff. And I'm telling you, that's partially why a lot of people stopped blogging, because Google, they just didn't like the fact that they couldn't spam links all over the place anymore. It happened on YouTube too. People started leaving YouTube because YouTube was purging their website of crappy content. YouTube, if you guys remember, this is probably like 2014, probably late 2013, 2014. What happened was there's all this crappy content on YouTube, and people were getting their channels shut down left and right because they were creating crap content. And people were like, oh my gosh, what's going on? Well, the same thing happened with blogs back in the day. They were de-indexing blogs because they were crap content. They were spamming backlinks. So what Google's really looking for is awesome content. And I'm going to share with you where you can go and how you can outsource some of this and get amazing content written for you on certain topics. And I'm going to make this promise to you. For those of you, I'm going to share with you, especially those of you that are doing any type of attraction marketing and you're in direct sales, I'm going to share with you something that I see on the internet as wide open for ranking for. Wide open. Okay. And it's something that used to work really, really good. And then it just kind of stopped. But now I see it wide open. And I'm going to share with you some of that. There's just so many good things that you can do. So, let's see. So explain a fast page. So basically what happens is with a blog, there are certain factors that slow a page down. And so there's things behind the blog that load. So in other words, behind what you see right here on my blog, okay, right here, behind it, there's other things that are loading, like things that, what are called plugins. And there are certain things that you can do to decrease the amount of things that load on a page and slow it down. So that's one of them. Okay. And I'm going to share some of that with you. There's a really cool plugin that you can install on your site that I'll show you how it works. Guys, I'm going to show you everything I know. Let's just put it that way. Anything and everything that I know, you're going to get it. Okay. Janet, if you are a part of TLS Insiders, go into the group and it's in there. If not, no. Nope. Mark is saying should be SEO without using your name. Okay. So maybe you're talking about, should you get your name for your blog? If you can, if you can get your name, I advise it. I think building a personal brand is much easier than building a corporate brand nowadays. That's for sure. Lisa, are you going to use Keep or something else? So I use Keep for my email list. For those of you who are Keep used to be Infusionsoft, or excuse me, Infusionsoft is now Keep. Yeah, Keep used to be Infusionsoft, but I do use that, and it's it's something that you can use too. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it during the workshop. So yes, Lisa, optimize press. So there is a theme that I use on my blog. You have the WordPress software, and then you have what's called a theme. And the theme is basically all of the view on my site, like how you see my site is a theme. And I use a theme called Optimize Press Smart Theme. And that's what I use. And I'll talk all about that. We'll give you some options. But I'm basically going to show you, for the most part, exactly how you can set it up to look very similar to mine. I'm going to show you what works for me. I'm going to show you some cool tricks. So it's going to be fun. Yeah. Okay. There you go, Mark. Yeah. So personal brand. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think it's way easier to build. People connect with people. That's why it's so much easier to connect with people online, because people, want that. But here's the thing. I'm so excited about this, guys, because this stuff is just not taught anymore. And I don't know why. I honestly don't. But if you go out there and again, you look at top marketers, you see what they're doing. I think that video from Perry just really nails it. And I'm so glad I showed that to you. I was a little hesitant, but because it was long, I didn't want to lose you, but I knew it'd be worth it. And hopefully you got that. So Darlene saying, what blog software are you going to suggest? 100% unequivocally, we will be using WordPress. WordPress is the absolute way to go. One of the things that we are going to include in the course, and I'm actually right now looking for this, and I'll have it in there, but we're going to load up the course also with a whole bunch of WordPress tutorials. So in other words, how to operate WordPress. So if you have any question like, hey, how do I post a blog post? You're going to be able to go in and look at the tutorial, which is going to show you how to do a blog post. So we're going to load it up, and I'm looking to outsource that. So I've got a couple options right now I'm looking at. So we will have that though in there on how to use that, Darlene. Chris is saying Groove is starting a blog platform. I'm already using Groove. I don't know what Groove is, but I can tell you this, that the overwhelming majority of blogs on the internet are WordPress sites. And there's a reason for that. There are other softwares out there. You can use other softwares, but I can tell you right now, in my opinion, WordPress is by far the best. And, look, I don't want to talk bad about somebody, but I'm not a big fan of Mike Vilsame. I'm just going to be real with you. Great guy. I've met him. Very nice guy, but I'm not a fan of his softwares. So I'm just going to put it out there and tell you that. That's it. But I am all about WordPress. WordPress is free, by the way. You don't have to pay anything for it. It's updates. You get updates for free. It's free. I mean, WordPress is free. The only thing you pay for is your hosting, and you can get hosting for as little as like $5 a month. I mean, it's so cheap. So it's super inexpensive. So we'll absolutely be using WordPress 100%. Nope, you don't have to pay for WordPress. It is 100% free. The only thing you have to pay for is your hosting. And I'll tell you this, there's a reason that you want to use WordPress. Number one, it's free, but also you own it. Okay. This is the thing. You own it, man. Like it's yours. Like, I don't know how Groove works. I don't know how other platforms work, but if I decide that I want to take my content out of my blog, you can download all of your content out of your site. Like literally you can pull it all out and put it into a file, and you can upload it into another one. And there's, all kinds of things that can really help you, to get that figured out. So anyway, great to have you guys on board. Wow. We got a lot of people jumping on. That's exciting. Good stuff. So what other questions you got, guys? I'll hang out here for a while with you. That's for sure. I enjoy it. You guys are awesome. Let's see here. Ooh. All right. So yeah, go to markharbert.com/6, the number 6 figure. Let's see. Who do we got so far? Amelia, Garan, Scotty, Darlene, Kevin. Who else here? Come on here. Let's see. Leslie, Stacy, Nancy. Okay, so yeah, quite a few of you guys. Another one's popping on. Looks like we got Janet come on. So yeah, we're gonna have a good time. It's gonna be fun. So there's still spots. We haven't got the first 20 yet, though. I can tell you that. So if you want to get that 30-minute coaching call, you can set that up right after you buy. But we're gonna have fun with that as well. It's gonna be great. Awesome, Denise. Great to have you guys on board. Exciting. When does the course start? When do we have to sign up by? Okay, so this will be open for a week. We will close down the registration and on Thursday next week. We start first session and that's it. So here's what's going to happen, and here's why you don't want to wait. Okay, don't procrastinate. Get signed up. What's going to happen is this live workshop will eventually be turned into a course. And I'm going to take all of the content that we create over the next 8 weeks, and this will be put into the members area. And this will be one of my core courses that I sell. Now, my goal is to raise my prices, okay? Because what I'm sharing in this, I believe can make you a lot of money. So what my goal is I'm going to probably charge $997 for this. So, because there's just that much information in it. Why not? Why shouldn't I? I've invested a lot of time, effort, and money into learning this stuff. So for me, this is going to be a core course, and we're definitely going to raise the price on it. No question about it. So grab it, take advantage of the coaching call as well. You can get signed up, and, that's, don't wait. Let's see. Yeah. Darlene's asking, oh, by the way, I didn't even mention it. Okay. Here's the deal. I didn't even put it in the presentation. For those of you that get started, okay, if you want to promote this as an affiliate, if you have people that would be interested, when you own my courses, we upgrade you to VIP status. Okay. We normally will give you a 30% commission, but if you purchase, we will upgrade you to VIP and give you 50% commission when you purchase. So if you want to do that, you have until Thursday to refer your friends and family or anybody you think will benefit from this. And we will have the replay. We will put it on the sales page for you. So you can refer people to that. They can watch this replay, and you have until that, and we'll pay you 50%. Okay. The links are not back there right now, but we will put that in there before the end of the night. Okay. As soon as I get off, we'll put that in there for you. And Robin, if you're listening, go ahead and add that in. Okay. And but now here's what you need to do. Once you purchase, and there's still people are buying, still coming in right now. Okay. Email support@markharbert.com and let Robin know that you want to. Robin is my support. Hey, Robin, are you there? Can you chime in real quick? Say hi.
Yo.
Hey, man, this is Robin. Hey. A lot of you guys know who Robin is.
Hi, guys.
Robin's been working for me since we were just talking about it since 2014. That's pretty awesome. But anyway, you're going to send a support ticket into Robin. Okay. Let Robin know that you want to promote this. You purchased it, and he'll double check, make sure you bought it, and we'll upgrade you to VIP status. You get 50%. Okay. And that's all the way through. So think about that. So anyway, that's the deal. Support@markharbert.com. And there you go. And yes, you can promote it until Thursday, Kevin. Absolutely. So we'll get that up there. We'll get those links in, and awesome. No, not yet, Darlene. Email support@markharbert.com, and he'll get you all set up. You need to go and sign up as an affiliate, and we give you a special link, and you give them that link, and that will take care of it for you. All right, guys, any final questions? Look, take action. If you're going to jump on this, get moving over there, get it done, get signed up, and let's do it. Okay. Take advantage of the coaching call. For those of you that move quick, get it in before tonight, before midnight, and you'll get the 30-minute coaching call with me individually, you and me. Okay. We'll do it. We'll chat. We'll go through it. I'll help you get a little game plan together. We'll talk about your future a little bit and what I can do to potentially help you with that. Okay. So appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for giving me your time. I don't take that lightly. My goal is that no matter what you decide to do, whether you decide to jump on this with us and take this journey, I hope you do. There's a lot that I want to share with you. It's a lot that I plan on giving you over the next 8 weeks. I hope you'll jump on board. But if you choose not to, my hope is that you at least got some value here tonight that you can learn. I believe that, what I shared tonight is just that we're just scratching the surface of what's possible with this. And my goal is to impart to you all the knowledge I have that I've garnered and gained over the last 13 years and pour it into this 8-week course plus challenge. Okay. Remember that. I'm going to teach you everything, and then you're going to have the opportunity to go to apply it with my instruction and my guidance. Okay. So big opportunity there. Okay. So love you guys. Appreciate you. Go to markharbert.com/6figure. And yeah, let's do this thing. And yes, there is a replay. We'll have that up on the page for you by the end of the night, and all that'll be available. So take advantage of it. Get started. Take advantage of the 30-minute call. Love you guys. Appreciate you. And thanks for coming out tonight. You guys rock. Have a good one. markharbert.com/6figure. Go there, get registered. We'll see you there. We start next week, May 6th. Bye, guys.